Tattoos are a growing trend in the world today. It is one of the most unique art forms around. Unlike sketching in a notebook or painting on a canvas, tattoo artists use the human body. So what does it take to become a tattoo artist? Exist is a local tattoo shop in Westchester, Ohio. To get into the business, you must go through an apprenticeship period.
An apprenticeship is basically a pain in the ass. It's an initiation to the tattoo world. Basically, everybody has to go through it. You pretty much just kind of hang out at the shop a lot, do any and everything that they ask, run anywhere that they ask, sweep and mop constantly, set up their displays and tear down their displays all day long. It's basically an apprenticeship, man. It's nothing but devotion.
Apprenticeship, the way I take it, is it's something you got to be very devoted for. I mean, everything that you know, everything that you love to do is just put on hold because you're not going to have the time to do it. Every day, even on days the shop's not open, you're there busting your ass, making sure the shop's clean, making sure people's, really getting what they come in, getting a good experience.
Christopher Perkins, AKA TC. I've been tattooing for 18 years professionally. I just kind of knew that's what I wanted to do, and just drew my whole childhood, man, and just kind of focused on it, and tattooing kind of found me. I just got myself out there and got known with local artists as a prospect, and finally someone picked me up as an apprentice. Honestly, I have a kind of a goal. I'd like to have more tattoo studios and eventually be able to just tattoo for fun and kind of let my studios make my money for me. I've always had the goal of getting tattooing to be maybe offered in an institution such as a college or something like that. I think that it's an art form that needs to be approached in a more professional manner.
John Peterson. I've been tattooing since 1990, basically like 19 years now. I was always into artwork. I just grew up that way. I can't really put a time or date on when I started drawing or anything like that. I've just always been into it. I got a lot of negative feedback on tattooing. I've always been a worker up until I was like 19 and stuff like that. I worked alongside of tattooing. I did drywall and stuff, and I always got negative feedback about tattooing, like it was never going to do anything, you're never going to make enough money. It was always a bad industry. It had a bad rap through the 80s with bikers and drugs and this and that, and it definitely caused a lot of negative feedback and hard feelings about what I was doing too.
So what does an artist expect to accomplish out of their career?
Definitely to be one of the most recognized artists out there. Not so much just for the glory of it, but more so just for the artwork. Having artwork out there that people can really look at and really respect what I'm doing. Hopefully do something that's different and not seen a lot.
I plan on being a well-rounded tattoo artist, being able to do any kind of style of tattooing, but mainly I want to kind of branch off a little bit and kind of take a surreal art form and use it to tattoo, and basically just kind of change tattooing up in general, just with the way my art looks and stuff like that.
I don't think as a tattoo artist you ever really make it, man, honestly. I don't think that there's a point that any tattoo artist ever really says, hey, I've made it, Everybody, if you take it that seriously, you get to a point where even though you are well off and comfortable, you still, if you're a real artist, you still want to push the limits and keep going no matter what. So.
I'm open-minded to everybody. I don't think that there's one person better than another. I don't think that there's the industry is too full of good artists. I think it is too full of artists. I mean, I think there's a lot of people that are trying to tattoo that don't have any business tattooing, but I don't point those people out and judge on anybody who, you know, if I meet somebody and they're a tattoo artist, I don't judge them whether they should be or shouldn't be.
There's people that are in this business because they love it, and that's the people here at this tattoo shop. And then there's people that do tattooing because it's cool, because it's a way to get laid or a way to make easy money. But they don't really realize, you know, that tattooing's a hard thing to do, and not everybody can do it. Basically, I just want to put a lot of tattoo artists to shame because I don't think that a lot of them should be tattooing.
There are some very talented people out there. Unfortunately, there's a lot of hacks that just got into it for the money. Never really had any drive to better themselves, get some videos or some sketchbooks from artists that are, you know, well known for having great art, and just watch what they do and try and pick up those techniques and just, you know, want to better themselves. And that's why a lot of people end up with shitty artwork, and it sucks because it, you know, it gives the rest of us a bad name.
And there's a bunch of bad ones out there. There's a handful of good ones. There's only a handful of people who really take tattooing seriously enough to submerge themselves in it and not, you know, let the drugs and the, you know, the fast life get to them. There's a lot of scum out there, or scabs as we like to call them.
Strange tattoos?
Man, honestly, I haven't had nothing too bizarre. Yeah, I mean, all my tattoos that I've done so far has been pretty smooth. I mean, tattooed chicks' asses and got pretty close to there. But most part, nothing too bizarre.
My third tattoo was on a guy's ass, and it said your mom's name.
I don't look at anything as strange. I mean, I've done a lot of weird tattoos. I mean, as far as strange, I mean, when I first started doing portraits, the first portrait I ever did, I mean, it's kind of strange to me, is I did a Jeff Gordon. I mean, I didn't do the guy's family member. I do some, probably, in my opinion, the worst excuse for a race car driver there is. I mean, he's good, but he don't have the attitude for it. And then I did a guy's name written in rope with a cowboy hat on it. I mean, stuff like that's strange to me. I mean, I like the weird, just the crazy style, just anything. I like the out of the norm tattoos, so stuff isn't really strange to me. Yeah.
As strange as you can imagine, and then multiply that, and then you'll see. A lot of that's confidential information.
Man, you gotta be devoted. You gotta have that drive deep down inside you, that to the point where, you know, it doesn't matter if you're not making money, but you're still tattooing and you're still doing your artwork, that you gotta take pride in that. And even when you hit rough times, you know, you don't tattoo just because, you know, they don't want to pay the money you want to tattoo. You do it because you just love to do it, you know.
The tattoo industry is full of new and unique art. It can be a long and difficult journey to become a good tattoo artist. Getting into the industry can be troubling and strange, but the rewards can be vast. It takes a unique breed of people to become tattoo artists. So next time you see a person with tattoos, piercings, or other bodily modifications, be open-minded and remember, never judge a book by its cover, especially in this industry.